Let's start by defining our terms clearly because a lot of exam confusion comes from treating DevOps as if it were a rival methodology to ITIL rather than a complementary one. DevOps is an approach that combines software development, and the dev, and IT operations, the ops, practices to accelerate product development and optimize product operation. It draws on principles from lean, agile, and site reliability engineering, and it emphasizes collaboration, automation, continuous delivery, and rapid feedback loops. If you're unfamiliar with certifications in this space, the DevOps Institute offers DevOps Foundation, DevOps Leader, Site Reliability Engineering, and DevSecOps. ITIL, on the other hand, provides the strategic governance framework for digital product and service management. That's the ITIL value system, the four dimensions, the service journey, the continual improvement model, and the management practices that span the entire life cycle from discovery through to support. So already you can see the shape of the relationship. DevOps is an engineering and delivery approach. ITIL is a governance and management framework. They operate at different altitudes, which is exactly why they fit together rather than compete. This is the most important slide, so let's slow down here. ITIL and DevOps share three foundational principles. First, focus on value. Both orient every activity towards creating value for customers and other stakeholders. Second, progressive iteratively with feedback. Both embrace iterative cycles, continuous learning, and feedback-driven adjustment rather than a rigid waterfall-style linear approach. Third, collaborate in a transparent and collaborative way. Both emphasize cross-functional collaboration, shared visibility, and breaking down silos between development, operations, and service management. If a question asks why ITIL and DevOps work together, those three phrases, focus on value, iterative progress with feedback, transparent collaboration, are your answer. Then there is a practical need underpinning all of this. In modern digital-first environments, organizations have to deliver change at increasingly high velocity. ITIL's governance and management framework provides the structure. DevOps practices provide the speed, automation, and engineering discipline to execute within that structure without sacrificing reliability or experience quality. Think about it this way using our running case study, ICR, the autonomous taxi company. Anna's product team follows DevOps engineering practices, continuous integration, automated testing, feature flags, daily development, daily deployment cycles, etc. Meanwhile, ICR's service management system runs on ITIL practices, such as change management, incident management, service level management, continual improvement, etc. DevOps lets the engineering team develop rapidly and reliably. ITIL ensures those changes are governed appropriately and monitored against experience targets. Neither set of practices is complete without the other. Here's figure 8.1 in full, the key visual for the whole of section 6, and one you should be able to describe confidently even without the picture in front of you. 3 circles, ITIL labeled the language of growth, covers digital products and service management. Prince2, the language of success, covers management of projects and programs, and DevOps, the language of collaboration, covers digital product development and operations. While ITIL and Prince2 overlap, you get effective management of the digital product and service lifecycle. Where Prince2 and DevOps overlap, you get effective management of changes in digital products and organizations. Where all 3 overlap, right in the center, you get ongoing co-creation of value in VUCA environments. Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, which is a space none of the 3 frameworks can occupy fully on its own. We'll come back to this figure again in part 2 when Prince2 takes center stage. But for now, hold on to ITIL DevOps overlap. That's the space we're exploring in this part of the course. How ITIL and DevOps are complementary in the management of the product and service lifecycle. Now let's move to assessment criteria 6.1.2, understanding how ITIL and DevOps are complementary, specifically in the management of the product and service lifecycle. This table that you see on the screen is the practical heart of this criteria. So let's walk through it stage by stage. At this cover, ITIL sets the strategic context, identifies stakeholder needs, and defines experience aspirations. DevOps contributes market research, hypothesis testing, and rapid prototyping practices, enabling faster, more evidence-based discovery. A design ITIL defines service architecture, experience objectives, and governance requirements. DevOps brings agile and design for operability practices, infrastructure as code, API design, automated testing design, making designs more deliverable and maintainable. At Acquire, ITIL manages vendor relationships, procurement, and partner integration, while DevOps supplier integration practices ensure external components fit cleanly into CI/CD pipelines and shared operational standards. At Build, ITIL governs product development within the ITIL value system, while DevOps accelerates the de-risks that build activity through continuous integration and continuous delivery, automated testing, trunk-based development, and feature flags. At Transition, ITIL manages change, release, and deployment governance, and DevOps makes that transition safer and faster through deployment automation, canary releases, blue-green deployments, and rollback mechanisms. And at Operate, ITIL ensures ongoing service performance, reliability, and experience quality, while DevOps contributes site reliability engineering practices, observability engineering, toil reduction, and error budget management to optimize operational reliability. The most important sentence to remember from section 8.5.1 is this: DevOps is a valuable complementary approach which should be used as a source of detailed practical advice, enabling such activities of the ITIL product and service lifecycle as discover, design, acquire, build, transition, and operate. Notice which two stages are missing from that list: deliver and support. Those are the stages where the service management dimension is most prominent, although in practice, DevOps techniques like SRE and observability are increasingly relevant there too. How ITIL and DevOps are complementary in the life cycle. So this slide reinforces the same quotation we just covered and adds the outcome statement that examiners like to test. Organizations that combine ITIL and DevOps can develop and operate more resilient, adaptive, and customer-focused digital products and services. Combined with the relevant ITIL official practice guides, DevOps practices and techniques give organizations a comprehensive set of methods for each lifecycle stage. ITIL supplies the architecture, DevOps supplies the detail. Back in our ICR case study, Sam's engineering team uses DevOps practices throughout the build and transition stages, automated testing on every code change, CI/CD pipelines that can push a change to production within 30 minutes of approval, and blue-green deployments allowing immediate rollback if a release causes experience problems. Those DevOps practices are enabled by ITIL's change management practice, which provides the governance framework the automated deployments operate within, and by ITIL's release management practice, which ensures deployments are properly coordinated and communicated.